What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf, coming to you live from, well, my little office here. Um, First, I want to thank everybody out there for supporting us. We are over 10,000. We are about to hit 11,000 people in a matter of days. That's fire. But once again, I did say that once we got over 10,000, it wasn't going to be a big thing. So I want to divert that energy and attention to thanking all of you guys who have sent in the donations, who have been spreading the word. It's very clear that you guys are really enjoying your freedoms and your rights versus privileges and benefits and everything else in that topsy-turvy world. So remember, guys, we are non-belligerent non-combatants known by the Department of State as non-U.S. nationals or non-U.S. citizen nationals or U.S. nationals. Everything else is not on the books legally, so that is why we use that term. Okay, and if you guys see anybody else out there using any of this copyrighted information for negative reasonings, harassment, whatever else, report them. Okay, that being said, we're going to jump off into the video. Let's see here. Okay, so with this one, we're going to be talking about the 1099 OID. Now, we already did some videos on that, so I'm not going to go into that specifically, but a lot of you guys have been asking me for information on, how to, a little bit more in-depth information. How do they do it? Where can I find information? Well, I'm glad you asked. So before we jump in, though, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. If not, at least continue to watch and tell 3 friends. Remember, everything in threes. All right, so this is the 10. So this is what you want to do. You want to Google 1099 OID publication 1212. Now, what is that? That is actually the official information packet or booklet or guide to the 1099. So if you guys want to get a little closer, not too close. Hi, hey, there you go. Now I apologize because I do have the camera set on the same frequency as the monitor, but I think it's off a little bit. So I apologize that it's, for some of you guys, it's going to look like it's doing its yellow, blurry, whatever thing. Apologize, guys. Sorry. I'll try to block as much as I can and just read. So once you do that, you're going to hit the first one. It's going to say IRS PDF. And because I already have it up, bang, the shebang-a-bang. All right, so guide to the original issue discount instruments. All right, so it just starts off with the contents. So like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole book, guys, because it's long, boring reading, and you guys would probably hate my guts. So the first page is what's new. Number 2, introduction. 3 is going to be definitions and debt instruments in the OID. Okay. Then they're going to talk about debt instruments not in the OID. All right. So starting on page 4, you're going to start to look at the information for brokers and other middlemen, short-term obligations, long-terms, certificates of deposit, bearer of bonds, and coupons, backup withholdings, and then as you go to number 6. Here's where it jumps into information for owners of the OID debt. Okay, Form 1099 OID, how to report them, instruments before 1982 and before 1985, after 1984, guys. All right, stripped bonds, coupons, tax exempt bonds and coupons, debt instruments, coupons purchased after 82 and 85, and how to get tax help. Okay, so one of the things, guys, for those of you who don't know, I do not get into each individual person's way of filing. I don't really help out with that. It's just I don't have the time, and like for me, it's well, just kind of boring and private. I mean, it's something you guys have to figure out how to do because you guys have to learn how to self-govern. All right. So when you do need help, if you can, have, I mean, mostly if you're watching this, you probably have a computer or a phone or something. So get the guide, and for the love of Jeebus, guys, call the tax people. That's what they're there for. Remember, they're not the enemy. The government, the system, we are in neutral territory with them, or separate jurisdictions, but we're neutral. We are non-belligerents, non-combatants, non-resident aliens when you talk to them. So remember, tell them, hey, I'm a non-resident alien. I have a question about this, or I'm utilizing the 1099 OID A or C or whatever, and I need help with this. Okay, that's what they're there for. They are paid from your Sesta K trust in order to help you. Yes, there are some DICKs who are in there and in the GOV and in the Department of Pol Ice, but a majority of them guys are still good people. They are Americans. They just don't know what's going on. And above all, they are there to serve you and help you. So if you can't find help from one, do not let that turn you off, to all believing they're all the same way. They're not all the same way. Even if 20 of them are just morons, there's going to be somewhere up the line where they're not. Okay, and trust me, I've done a lot of things in my day where I had to call in a specialist, I had to go above people's heads and whatever else to get things done. That's just what it is, okay? And I hate to say this, but there was a guy who was becoming a police officer, but he was too smart to join the force, and so he sued them because they were hiring people who are low-level functionaries. That happens everywhere, guys. They don't want the average person, well, let me say this, they want the average to below average person, especially intelligence, to operate most of these positions because they don't ask questions. They're just happy to get a paycheck. I was told that I was too smart and overqualified for most jobs. All right, that's why I started working for myself, because places were like, well, if we hire you, you're just going to either take, the guy told me this, you're going to take my job, or else in a couple of years or whatever else, as soon as a better job comes along, you're going to probably leave. Well, yeah. But the whole thing was I needed money to work so I could do what I want to do to put food on my table, take care of me and mine. So I should not be denied a job for that reason, for being too smart. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to it. So when you need them, call the 800 numbers, guys, and ask them straightforward questions. You don't have to hide. This is not a secret thing we're doing here, where, shh, we're U.S. nationals. We got to hide it. No. We own this country. We own the land, okay? So, use the resources that are there. That's what they're there for. So I actually have not gone all the way through this in detail, but let's take a quick gander. Useful items you may want to see. Okay, so right here, they're even telling you guys. Withholding of tax on non-resident aliens and foreign entities, because remember, in some situations, certain things you do could be considered taxable events. Investment income and expensive, collateralized, blah, 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 yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going through all this. Yeah, it's way too much. I just thought if anything sassy popped out, I would report to you while we're watching here, but just okay. All right, so yeah, I'm not going to waste your time on that. A lot of information there, guys. If you want to know more, like I said, that's the file, that's the form. So when you guys are asking me questions, that's literally where I would go to and then read it to you. So do it for yourself. All right, guys, that's about it. I got more videos coming. By the time you guys see this video, I probably have put out 20 or 30, so you guys have to remember, by the time you see some of these and you're asking me questions, I've already moved on, and I'm on to like different topics and whatever else. So when I'm like, huh, what, remind me. Remember, the brain can only hold so much in. You got to process it and then commit it to memory, and then as you reference it, it kind of becomes a little bit more easier to recall later on. But I'm just knowledge hound. I'm just trying to learn it all as much as I can, especially interesting things that helps you live better. So that's it, guys. The Badwolf is going to be over and out. We have a lot of new information coming. And for those of you who don't know, there's definitely going to be some additional new information in the private section. Remember, and that's for U.S. nationals, not for U.S. citizens, not for the GOV, not for any people who are in the public. That's why it's in there. All right, so that being said, remember this channel is for U.S. nationals, those people who are embracing the U.S. national side. This is for you, not for those people who want to remain in Caesar's custody, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you choose. Enjoy your gilded cage. So, from your favorite American national, I am out. Talk to you guys later because I got more videos to make and you guys want them. Talk to you later.